Hey guys, Weeby Newz here, and today we are back with another video, and today we're going to be checking out something pretty awesome if I do say so myself. So today we're going to be checking out this fan-made execution made for me by Shrug Moji on YouTube, and it's super duper cool. I've already watched it, so I can't give like a live reaction to it, but I still want to make a video giving like a secondary reaction and just like talking about it, kind of like my thoughts on it and the scenario around it and stuff like that as well. Plus, I just wanted to give them a shout out because like this video is so freaking cool. I was so shocked when I had somebody send it to me on Discord. I was like, oh my god, is that me getting executed? I feel like they just did like a really good job capturing like the Danganronpa art style, you know what I mean? Also, before I do get into watching the video and talking about it, I do want to mention too that the design that they use for this video is based off of the sprites I've been using in my videos, and these sprites were made by the incredible artist Mad X Heza on Twitter. They also have a YouTube channel as well. I'll link both in the description if you guys want to check them out. She has the same name on both accounts. But yeah, I know you guys have been complimenting me a lot on those because they look so good. She did such a freaking good job. And I'm pretty sure she has commissions open if you guys want to commission her for your very own Danganronpa sprites. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to her as well since I freaking love those sprites, and I know a lot of you guys love them as well. Also, this video by Shrug Moji is more of a speed paint too, so it's just kind of like their creative process of creating it and then a bit of it being animated at the end. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'll watch this video with you guys. Okay. Taking the Sprite, using it as a reference. I look kind of creepy with the holes in my eyes. I did so much effort on to adding texture for the hair too. I think that's one of the main parts that make it look so similar like actual Danganronpa art style, you know what I mean too. It's cool to see how much effort they put into that. Nice. I'm so scared. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's got the references too for like the scalpels and things like that. I love this part, actual animated. It's so freaking cool. Oh, this part's a little scary. The last part's a little scary though, since you can see where it like carved on top of my eye and stuff. But yeah, I think it looks super duper neat. And you know, it's kind of cool rewatching it to see like the creative process they went through for all of that. Because I do think how much detail like they added to the hair really was what reminded me so much of like the Danganronpa art style, especially for like the execution sections. You know what I mean? I feel like it's so funny too. It's like only Danganronpa fans would be like so hyped to watch themselves get executed. Like, what's wrong with us? Why are we like this? They also have a description where they kind of like give an explanation for what's going on in the video too, so I'll go ahead and read that as well. They mentioned in the description that they decided that I would be the ultimate analyst, likely based off of like my character analysis videos and stuff like that. They made it to where the magnifying glass focuses on me, and then tools from a forensic pathologist injures her, and then at the end it focuses on her left eye, and the tools recreate the Monokuma eye logo. So I'm guessing they decided to use a forensic pathologist like tools because those are used for like analyzing objects or other things, and since I like to analyze Danganronpa characters, it fits in that way, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny whenever people make like talents for me because I've been called the ultimate analyst before, and if you know, you know. That's all I'll say about the ultimate analyst title. It's spoilers for some of the spin-off Danganronpa stuff. But yeah, whenever people call me that, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I would say like 99% of the people who actually do call me that probably don't know the reference or the spoiler that I'm talking about either, but it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny whenever I see it. But yeah, I love this execution. I feel like they really captured the Danganronpa like aesthetic so well, especially like the execution aesthetic. I do think a lot of it has to do with how much detail they put into like the shading on the hair and stuff like that. And of course it kind of has that perfect like screenshot that you see at the beginning of like most of the executions where you see the character like crying before it starts. I feel like that's such an iconic like Danganronpa shot. So I really enjoy that they did that. I feel like it's also really cool and like creepy to see like the first person perspective of like, I assume like the Monokuma like getting ready to perform surgery on me. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's something like, I don't know, so like extra creepy feeling like you're almost like the one about to do it, you know what I mean? The first thing I thought of when I saw this was like, I gotta come up with a scenario for this. Like, what kind of character would I be like in Danganronpa? And like, how would I end up getting like executed and becoming like a culprit? I know it's kind of like a meme, like that I'm Kaede and Kaide's me and stuff like that because we look similar. But honestly, I do think our personalities are like very similar as well. I even saw once that we both had ENFJ as like our MBTI personality things. So I think think I honestly might act kind of similar to her if I was in a Danganronpa game. I think the other Danganronpa character I'm the most like would be Taka from the first game too. I think especially if I was gifted the talent of like ultimate analyst, I would not feel like I was worthy of it. I don't personally think I have a natural talent for analysis. When it comes to my analysis videos, I just put in a lot of effort researching for them because first of all, I'm a perfectionist, and second of all, I really do enjoy like the researching process. I was always the weird kid in school who actually enjoyed writing research papers. So I relate to Taka a lot from Danganronpa 1 in the way that I feel like I've had to work really hard for everything I've accomplished. And I think especially if I had that talent, I'd feel like an imposter being labeled as an ultimate. And so I'd feel really intimidated by the other students and also maybe like a little bit resentful too, thinking that they didn't have to work for much in their life since they were naturally gifted. So I think in order to like combat this insecurity, I'd probably just like fake confidence. Firstly for myself so that I can like convince myself that I am worthy of the talent I was given, and also so the others wouldn't like look down on me and stuff as well. And I think that's when I would kind of start coming in and acting more like a Kaede type of character who's like encouraging and a bit of a leader type. But I also do think my personality would depend pretty greatly on how the group dynamic is as well. Like for example, if the group is kind of timid and there's nobody stepping up, then I would definitely step up and try to lead the group. But if there's somebody like Tsugami from the second game who's already willing to take that sort of leadership position, I wouldn't be like challenging him. I would just allow him to lead as long as it seemed like he had the best intentions for the group. I'm gonna say that for this execution, I was a big leader for the group because then I feel like there's symbolism behind the execution carving the Monokuma eye onto my eye. If I was the one who was leading the group and defying Monokuma the most, then for this execution, it's almost like they're turning me into who I hate most, which would be Monokuma in this case. I can definitely see myself being like super positive too at the beginning, but then like once we get a motive, like especially if it's like the one in the first game where it's a video of your parents getting murdered and you can't find out unless you kill, that's when I would be starting to get like really, really anxious and then start thinking, you know, maybe we are screwed. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's over for us. And I think that's why I could partially see myself being like Kaede, where I try to take like a plan into my own hands of trying to take down the mastermind. And I feel like also I'm very untrusting, so I could see myself doing like a plan like hers where you're only relying on yourself and you're not asking anybody else for help. Firstly, because it's like I don't want to be a burden. Secondly, I don't want them to talk me out of it if they are good. And then thirdly, if they are the mastermind, then you know, that kind of screws up everything. If I'm not able to figure out who the mastermind is, then I could see myself trying to stop a killing from happening instead. Like I said before, after the motive video, I would be very untrusting and anxious regarding everybody. So I could see myself taking notes regarding the rest of the cast and trying to keep an eye on whoever seems suspicious. And if there's a character like Sayaka who's acting very obviously emotionally unstable, I could see myself trying to track her and gain evidence that she's planning a murder. That way I could out her plans to the group before she does it, and we could like take precautions, you know? I could definitely see the strategy backfiring on me though. Like for example, if I'm tracking them and they notice me while I'm doing so, they could try to kill me and then I might end up killing them in self-defense. And yeah, I think I would definitely be like a plot twist culprit too, because I would be giving like hope speeches and stuff, and then you'd find out like afterwards I was actually super anxious and worried all the time and I was like hiding it from the group. And then of course there is the obvious scenario of me being in Mitch-ronpa. And I mean, if I'm in Mitch-ronpa, I'm definitely just gonna be the first culprit. I'm just gonna start slaying everywhere, going left and right, slaying all the Mitches here and there. That's the actual reason this execution happened. That reminds me, this person, Trickster Dim, actually did make a Mitch-ronpa, so we can watch that really quickly too. Oh wow, it's like 4 minutes. I kind of forgot that it was so long. There's the Mitch that I murdered. Oh my god, this is so true. I love that bitch is in here too. There's short Mitch, tall Mitch, bitch, the ultimate student hiding among the school. If I was ever gonna murder, it would have to be in like a Mitch-ronpa like this. I mean, then I'd just be slaying every day, everywhere. Nobody could stop me. I assume my thought process would be like, you know what, Monokuma? I'm already in hell. It can't be much worse than being stuck in Mitch-fucking-ronpa. Try to come up with an execution that's freaking worse than being in this killing game. Just freaking try it, Monokuma. My execution is just like, he forces me to stay alive and experience the entirety of Mitch-ronpa. He's just like, that's so true, Weeby. There truly is nothing worse than Mitch-ronpa. That is why you'll be forced to sit through the entire thing. And instead of each Mitch getting executed, they'll be married to you. Like, no, anything but that, please. But anyways, these are my thoughts of how I would do in a Danganronpa game. Also, how do you guys think you would do in a Danganronpa game? Do you think you'd last a long time or not? I'd love to hear in the comment section below. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you real soon.